Hello guys, happy new year. Sorry to be making another video laying in my bed, but I made some footage for you earlier today while I was out and I lost all of it. As you already know, I am not a pro at this. I am just trying to make something that you guys will enjoy and that I could be remembered when my granddaughter is a little bit older, remembered by. I want to talk to you about something, and lately I have been seeing where the young people have been getting a lot of flack that they're unruly, they're ill mannered, and they don't behave well, they don't speak to their elders with respect, that sort of things. And I would like to say I have had several young people pass through my home. I am a mother. My name is Maxine, if for you who don't know. And I have one daughter and I have one granddaughter. But I have had a lot of children who have passed through my home. I would have loved to post some of those pictures here, but I don't know how. And I would have to get these children's permission. As they're no longer children, they are responsible adults who are living their life. Some of them are here on YouTube as well. Well, I would like to say I have never met a child that I could not relate to. I am not a counselor, I am not a psychologist, but for some reason I am good with kids and the elderly, as I have worked in the home with elderly people. And so I find that I have this empathy where I can deal very well with children and the elderly. And over the years, I have done this for more than 20 years, and I have never met an elderly person that I could not deal with, or have I met a child that I could not deal with. And this is why I'm saying this. Children are people who, if you respect them, they will give that same respect right back to you. And I say this with this reason. There are some adults who, because their children seems to think that they can speak to them anyway, they could treat them anyway, and it is imperative that the children will not say anything, will not do anything, and only respect them. But that's not true. Respect goes where respect comes from. I want you to respect me, and then I respect you. So what I always do, I always talk with my children, talk to them, and gain their respect, so that they would be able to tell me, not only my children, but other children who would have come to my home at certain points, would be able to tell me anything. The stuff that their parents may not know, I would be able to know, and I would be able to talk to them. The other thing that I would have noticed is that if I was on the street and any particular child that knows me, and they would be doing something that they think I would not like to see them doing, they would stop. They would just stop and walk away, or they would, say, Auntie, I'm sorry, or something. And if I'm not close enough and they walk away, I would allow them to go their ways. But I would go back to them at a later date and said, what was going on? Why did you do that? And at every time I would have done that, I would have gotten an answer and I would have gotten an explanation. And I did not think while doing that that I am special. I only thought that because I gave them the respect that they deserve, they gave me back in return. Children are like sponges. If you put it in the water, it will suck up the water. If you give love, they will give you back in return. I remember at one point in time when one of my girls started to date, and you know, I was an open book. They could ask me anything and I would answer. And I remember at one point we sat on the floor in my living room and they would ask me question about what I did when I started to date, and I would answer and tell them what I did and what I expected of them. And I remember one of them brought home a young guy one of the times. And when he came to our house, maybe he expected that he would come and sit with the other girls and had fun, but I wanted to talk to him. Because if you're coming to my house, I want to talk to you. I want to feel you out. I want to know what kind of person you are, what kind of person that my children are taking home as friends. And so when I start talking to him and I start asking him question about my daughter at the time, and I asked what was his reason why he wanted to be in a relationship with my daughter, little questions. And that guy went away and he never came back. And the girls and I had a laugh because he was not genuine. Had he been genuine, he wouldn't have mind that I asked, because when I was asking, he was answering. He was having fun with the girls. They were having snacks, and it was as if he was having a good time. But I think that he did not like that I asked the question that I asked. But as a mom, it is my duty to ask the question of anybody who came into my house wanting to get into a relationship with my girls. I was their first order of defense. And if you got past me, it means that you're a good person. The notions that our children are to just stay in their place and be children is not fair. When we were young adults, we wanted to experiment and we wanted to do things and we wanted to go out and we wanted to have boyfriends, and even if our parents was very strict like mine were, but there was always a way. And my house was an open door. I would always said, you tell me the truth and there was no consequences. You lie and your house is in fire. And because of that, I had the respect of my girls, and most of the time I had the truth. I didn't have to fight or quarrel for the truth, because they knew if they told me the truth, it was gonna be okay. Don't care how bad it was. I just want to wish you a happy new year. I just want to say thank you for subscribing. I just want to say I wish that you will have a blessed 2021, and that whatever your heart's desire, you would work towards it and that it will come true. I wish for those people who have kids, these young people who have kids, that you would have learned something from what I said and that you would be the best parents there is. There is no handbook in rearing kids. And so there are trials and errors. And so if we can learn a little bit from each person as we go along, we make better parents. Have yourself a fantastic 2021, and whatever you do, enjoy it. Don't go through life just living. Enjoy life. Don't care how hard it is. Enjoy it. Have yourself a wonderful 2021. Bye.